We cannot review deeds, records of property, because they are in 200-year-old books. The pages are tattered. They are filled with mold. The registrar is saying that these books should not be accessible because of the health risk. Digitization has somehow been left on the shelf.
Citing several other issues, Attorney Jerry Edwin expressed this view, and I quote, that we don't have an operating administrative justice system in Grenada.
Last week, there was no air condition on the second floor. You come to the courts on certain occasions, there is no water. In a court of law, in the High Court, the elevator does not take you up to the first floor. In the High Court,
the attorney also highlighted the need for a law library.
In every single jurisdiction in the Caribbean, you can walk into a law library, except Grenada. We are told, and judges come here and they say this, Grenada has the most militant bar. But as the esteemed Justice Glasgow said this morning, our bar needs to stand up and call on government to fix the problems of the courthouses, fix the problem of the registry and the court records.
Edwin says while he does not know what lurks in the hearts and minds of the current members of parliament, there have been a lot of broken promises over the years.
After all, the site at Mount Welldale, where the parliament now sits, was designated for the courts. In fact, the courthouses had to be constructed before the parliament. Instead, the wise men and women in parliament, seeking their own interest, built their house first. And so the courts are like a stepchild to the government.
Last December, Attorney General and Minister for Legal Affairs, Senator Claudette Joseph, affirmed that the ruling NDC administration is continuing with plans to construct a new Hall of Justice to promote the effective operation of the local legal fraternity. Senator Joseph told Parliament that the government has allocated $3 million for the start of construction on the first phase of the new Hall of Justice in 2024. Dialogue on construction started in 2010 under the previous NDC government led by then Prime Minister Tillman Thomas, to be built on the land that once housed the official residence of the Governor General. The building is expected to centralize operations of the magistrates and Supreme Courts, registry, mediation center, and master's chambers. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.